All right, let's jump right in. So, Tesla has pretty much built its entire empire on a series of master plans. But now they've revealed the next chapter, and this one goes way, way beyond cars to completely reshape our world with AI. Their goal? To create a future of what they call sustainable abundance. This single sentence really captures the sheer ambition behind this new plan. It's not just some corporate mission statement. They see it as the grand finale of a journey that started almost 20 years ago, and they believe it's about to kick off a technological renaissance. So this plan basically confirms what a lot of us have been thinking. Tesla's focus isn't just about electric cars anymore, not by a long shot. They're aiming for a fundamental shift in how our entire society operates, and the core idea driving it all is this concept they call sustainable abundance. But what in the world does sustainable abundance actually mean? Well, it's Tesla's vision for a world where super advanced manufacturing and AI work together to create physical goods, real stuff, cheaply and at a massive scale. The end goal is to fuel a whole new era of prosperity that, in their view, will be shared by absolutely everyone. To really wrap your head around this plan, you have to understand the philosophy that's driving it. Tesla lays out 5 core principles. This is the why behind the what, and it really reveals everything about their long-term goals. First up, they make a really bold claim. Growth is infinite. Now, this directly attacks that traditional idea of scarcity. The belief that for one person to win, someone else has to lose. Tesla's view is that technology doesn't just solve shortages, it actually creates entirely new opportunities, expanding the whole economic pie for everybody. Their second principle is that innovation is the ultimate tool for just blowing past constraints. They argue that human history is basically just a story of us smashing through what we thought were limits, and they use a really powerful example to prove their point. And this slide just illustrates it perfectly. For centuries, the horse literally defined the limits of travel until the car came along. And not that long ago, the idea of mass-produced batteries replacing fossil fuels seemed pretty much impossible. For Tesla, innovation is how you systematically erase these impossible constraints. Their whole philosophy is really grounded by these 3 final beliefs. Technology has to solve real-world problems. Autonomy has to benefit all of humanity. And, maybe most importantly, progress only really accelerates when everyone has access to it. So, how do they plan to turn this whole philosophy into a reality? Well, they've identified a very specific set of tools they believe will build this future, what they call an AI-powered toolkit. These are the 3 pillars of their plan. It all starts with clean energy from solar and batteries. That energy then powers autonomous vehicles for safe and efficient transport. And finally, the Optimus robot is designed to handle all the dangerous or repetitive labor, aiming to completely redefine work as we know it. Okay, so if these tools are deployed at a huge scale, what's the promised outcome? What would this world of abundance actually look and feel like in our daily lives? This is their answer right here. The ultimate focus isn't the technology itself, it's using that technology to make everyday life tangibly better and safer for everyone. This vision isn't abstract, it's all about tangible benefits. We're talking safer roads, cleaner air, and transport that more people can actually afford. But maybe the biggest promise is freeing people from those draining, monotonous jobs, giving us all back our most limited resource, time. Now, Tesla is also very, very clear that none of this is going to be easy. They frame this vision as the destination of a long journey, one they started mapping out with their very first car almost 2 decades ago. They openly admit the sheer scale of this task. They're bracing for setbacks, for obstacles, and for a whole chorus of voices calling it impossible. But their core belief remains: what seems impossible today often becomes inevitable tomorrow. They present their history not as a series of separate projects, but as deliberate, calculated steps. The profits from the Roadster funded the Model S and X. Those, in turn, funded the mass-market Model 3 and Y. Each win built momentum, creating an ecosystem that now allows them to attempt what they call not another small step, but a massive leap forward. So, ultimately, Tesla's plan is an invitation to imagine a world that's free from our current limits, a world redefined by autonomous technology. It's an incredibly bold vision. The question is, are we looking at the blueprint for the future, or is it a dream just too grand to ever become real?